welcome to Pinay Insight. This week's episode brings you another story about Asian hate and how we can all help. Unfortunately, they had moved the court date for the Roque family to March. And another sad story, we can't talk about it in detail, but one of my very own experienced it while he was at the Capitol in Sacramento. We'll be right back after a few reminders here on Pinay Insight.
And listen to Jules Gracer at Chatterbox with Jules Gracer, our official media representative for next year's Miss Universe 2023, to be held in Milan. We are so proud of Asian American Press Club of the USS Vice President Jules Gracer. Congratulations.
Welcome to our celebration of the lunar year of the rabbits here at the Santa Anita Park. It looks like you're going to be one of the performers. Do tell me what your name is and what you're going to be doing today.
I'm Fiona Zhou, and I'll be performing Peking Alta.
Wonderful. And talk to us a little about that. What is that kind of performance?
It's kind of like singing, but like
It's a total performance.
yes.
Okay, wonderful. We'll wait out for you. These are the dragon dancers getting ready to welcome the year. And what group are you called, son? Southern California Youth Dragon Lion Dancers. Wonderful. We'll see you on stage. We're here at the Lunar Festival at the Santa Anita Park with Dr. David Ling and Mary, who have volunteered their services on will call for the press people. Talk to me about your thoughts on what happened last night.
Last night.
With the Monterey Park, I know you.
the situation. I'm so sad about that.
News. When I went to bed, I was sleeping, I saw the news just come out. Oh my God, it's terrible. They have like 16 people injured. And
Yes.
later on, the update news said that 10 people died.
And yet we are here. Yet we are the brave people who come to work because we had promised that we would celebrate without fear our Lunar Festival. Dr. Ling, tell me what your involvement is with this organization.
Okay, actually we are the vendor, and also we have represent certain kind of media company. I come from Las Vegas. So
Welcome then.
yeah, we're the Central TV in Las Vegas, and we support and to be one part of this event. So
Wonderful.
Very welcome everyone to join the Chinese New Year.
I love to hear that because I'm with the Asian American Press Club of the U.S. and we would like you to be a member of our club
Sure.
because we need more people like yourselves, brave and strong and coming to work in spite of the fear.
This is a Pan American, right? So everywhere can join. Or I come from Las Vegas, no problem, right?
Not a problem. It's actually the entire U.S. It's the
okay,
Asian
wonderful.
American
We should
Press
be
Club of the
there.
Okay, thank you so much and thank you for sharing your thoughts. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
一起举办的这个新年的这个联欢啊，就是希望可以大家在中国年里面为大家带来新年的快乐、新年的欢乐。OK， 那在这里的话呢，虽然昨天在 Monterey Park
恭喜发财！谢谢美国中华道教总会为我们大家的祈福哈。这个在新的一年的第一天的时候，我们 Praise for the Good Fortune。接下来是什么节目？洋洋，
一元更始，一元复始，万象更新，再次感谢。
就是恢复啊。那我们不希望有这样的事情发生。我们
的意义，华夏民族王族地宇才可以辞天，士大夫只能祭地。今天是否农历正月初一，是美国的道教节，更逢道教元始天君之圣诞。
Pinay Insight is here together with the Asian American Press Club of the U.S., to help celebrate the entry of the Lunar Year of the Rabbit 2023 here at these wonderful facilities. As you can see, the massacre at Monterey Park last night does not hinder the celebration that these brave people have come to honor for years long. These are the lion dancers finding their way on stage. And as you can see, we have the lines still pending to be vetted right after the Monterey mass shooting last night. We need to take all necessary safety precautions. Santa Anita Race Park ensures that we do that. Here's another group, and there's the wealth tree. The children on this end are also preparing for the more modern dance. As you can see, they have their own version of the line dance. Next up are the beautiful children, always an attraction in any parade. Elite Performing Arts Group. It is the Year of the Rabbit. We are here at the Santa Anita Racetrack celebrating it with these dignitaries and community organizers. It is sad that we had last night's mass shooting at Monterey Park, but this lion dance and celebration hopes to negate anything else that's coming our way that may be from the evil spirits.
财神，我们要迎新纳福接财神。
The happy frenzy begins here at Santa Anita Park as we have this lovely dressed performers getting ready to go on the main stage. And this is the beautiful wealth tree, one of the highlights of the event, other than the race competition. As these various dance groups rehearse for the number on the big stage, people are just as amused and entertained with their preparation and gracefulness throughout their rehearsal. The mixture between the traditional and the new makes this culture such a unique and rich culture. Pinay Insight is here at the Santa Anita Park, and with the Monterey Park massacre that just happened last night, you can see that this has not dampened the spirits of the Asian community in celebrating the lunar year of the festival, the Year of the Rabbit. We have performers falling in line, getting ready for that strong opening number. We'll be right back after a few reminders here on Pinay Insight.
Watch and learn in Blog Talk with MJ Rocadio, founder of 75 Most Influential Filipino Americans in the U.S. and our very own member at the Asian American Press Club of the U.S. He's someone that's undeniably charming and full of knowledge and information, whether it be in the entertainment industry or just life itself. Let's listen and keep supporting our MJ Rocadio. Hope to see you there.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for coming today. And again, like what we said earlier, we're gonna continue to regroup, expand our campaign. Really maximize our campaign to organize people who really wants to support not just the family, but to see an end in racial injustice and Asian hate. It's been almost like it's 2023 now, and we're still really seeing the slowness in terms of like what Patricia already said. And the family is migrant working family. They also have they have school, they have jobs, and they're here really, in terms of thinking about survival. They have to think about also their, also this as part of the survival now that they have to think about as well. And so I hope we can really continue to just support. January 13 on Zoom, 6 p.m. We hope to see you all there. Please invite other people, your friends, to really hear the campaign updates. And we really want to come back strong as a community.
My name is Audine Tayag. I'm with the Filipino Migrant Center. We are a nonprofit that serves working class Filipinos here in Southern California. So we're here today to support the Roque family who were victims of anti-Asian hate earlier last year. Today is a setting hearing for their preliminary hearing where they will be testifying for the first time against their attacker, and we just want to show the courts, the judge, that the community is behind the family and that we will keep standing behind the family until they get the justice they deserve.
So my name is Patrick. I'm the eldest son of the Roque family. So we're here today. It's been a couple months since the last court visit. We're here again to put pressure and really show our force in the court. We're here at the Van Nuys Courthouse. It's going to be another court date setting. So today they're going to determine if if there is a need to change the date again for the preliminary hearing that is set to happen on January 24th. So it's been really long. It's been a really long process. It's been hard showing up to the courthouse every 7 a.m. You have to wake up in the morning just to show up. So on January 24th, it's going to be the first preliminary hearing for the case. So we get to see the family and the perpetrator testify regarding the incident. So it's going to be huge and significant because we can get to see the perpetrator in person and actually see his side of the story. And so we hope to get the word out and encourage everyone to show support. Show up at the courthouse and join us in this fight. As we go on with this case, we see how less of a priority is hate crimes are with the justice system, because we learned that statistically hate crimes are not getting reported on the norm. And so, this is a big step and a huge moment for anti-Asian hate, or fighting anti-Asian hate in general, because this also not goes for Filipinos and not just for my family, but also this goes for other Asian Americans who are in danger of being victims of anti-Asian hate.
Some of the past court hearings, both the DA and the Philippine consulate have promised to provide support for and services for your family. So have you received any of that support or services?
They promised it, that they're going to be supporting us and even, helping compiling the, receipts necessary for compensation for damages and whatnot. But, I believe Patricia has been in actually trying to contact UDA Kim about getting the support to get to move forward for the victim services, but he hasn't been replying back, and so we haven't received any support of any form from the state to compensate for the damages that we've been given during the night of the incident.
Can you talk about the Philippine consulate as well? I know that they have an Assistance to Nationals Fund, which is supposed to provide funds, support, financial assistance for Filipinos abroad, like your family, especially in these kinds of situations. So have they also been responsive in providing that to you?
So right now, the current status of our application is to gather all the receipts that we've got. So this pertains to all expenses that we have, incurred during the span of the case. But we haven't received any support from the ATN because the process has been really tedious because we are, my family is a working class family. They are at work most of the week. And so they have to carve out time in order to gather those receipts. So that's also a shortcoming on our end. But overall, the process for applying for the ATN is tedious, and it doesn't tune to, be a convenience for, working class families, working class Filipino families who are at work for most of their time.
So first things first, the supposed date of the January 24th of the preliminary hearing has been called off. It's off the calendar. And it has actually been, there's no date for the preliminary hearing anymore. It's, there's going to be another preliminary date setting. So a day like this again on March 6th. The reason why it got moved was because the judge found good cause to grant the defense another continuance. But a positive thing about it is that that's the final continuance that the judge is willing to offer, and that was it. And so after March 6th, they have 30 days to begin the preliminary hearing. So we predict that the preliminary hearing itself would happen on April. It's really frustrating. And I thank you guys for being here and for supporting us regardless. We still have a long way to go. We still have a lot to do. We hope that things would be as speedy as possible, but obviously that's it wasn't in our favor this time. But regardless of that, we will try everything in our power to maximize the time that we're given before March 6th and after March 6th to when the preliminary hearing will actually happen. So, thank you.
Now that the 24th is off, I hope that, we're seeing the justice system here, how it's really slow to give families and victims like the Roques the justice that they are really pushing for, right? We've been here since last year, collecting of evidences. Unfortunately, that's the court system, but every day that we show up, every day that we're here, every day that we show community power, we can continue to pressure them and really show them that we're not gonna back down in this fight. And I hope this next few months could be a time for us to continue to regain strength, even really have more people, even if that's like a court, another scheduling of court day. We need to show up because we need to really show that justice is being given so slow to families like them.
It's really important to show up to, especially March 6th and other court hearings, because it really makes me and my family feel that there's a lot of support. And I know that even if our case and our campaign has gone great lengths, nationwide and also overseas, it's still different when people physically show up to support beside us, because it shows that it's not just us that we're fighting for it, it's also you guys and it's also the supporters. I think that it really makes them feel, I hope that it inspires hope within them, hope that there's a chance for them them. There's hope in it, for them to seek justice, to find support, to find community within the experiences, the traumatic experiences that they've experienced. So yeah, I think that's also one of the good things important, I mean, for survivors to see, and we really wanted to put that message out, that we're also in support of survivors of injustices.
And do you think the criminal justice system is doing a good job of providing services to survivors of hate crimes and other violent crimes?
A short answer, no. Why? We actually had a conversation upstairs while we were waiting for a case to be called, and I think it's baffling to me and to everyone that as victims we have to go to these great lengths in order to get the justice that we deserve, when it should be the opposite.
I mean, sad, frustrated that the justice system takes too long. We are fortunate that we have this support. So we are looking like we have a justice system that shows support what will happen. I think we have a lawyer that can have pro bono and just bragging. No wonder other cases don't progress that far. It's very frustrating. Like today, for example, I mean, the rape for so long, and then just to find out that it is going to be postponed again. And what is being postponed is that the preliminary hearing, the trial setting date. You know, hate crimes will always be there. That's no election. It is how it's treated by the government makes the difference. Because if it's really dragging, this is a clear example that they're not taking this seriously. If it were waiting, at least this could have been. But then I wouldn't be surprised because there are other crimes, not only our incident. There are other crimes that we hear about and they're dragging. So it's not only us, it's everywhere. So you don't have to look at our example. We're not the only example.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for coming today. And again, like what we said earlier, we're gonna continue to regroup, expand our campaign. Really maximize our campaign to organize people who really want to support not just the family, but to see an end in racial injustice and Asian hate. It's been almost like it's 2023 now, and we're still really seeing the slowness in terms of like what Patricia already said. And the family is migrant working family. They also have they have school, they have jobs, and they're here really, in terms of thinking about survival. They have to think about also their, also this as part of the survival now that they have to think about as well. And so I hope we can really continue to just support. January 13 on Zoom, 6 p.m. We hope to see you all there. Please invite other people, your friends, to really hear the campaign updates. And we really want to come back strong as a community.
Behind the Roque family, it's not just that the Roque family wants justice, but we as a community support the Roque family, and not just that we want them to get justice, but we also want to show that we are against this hate. That we can only demand this
justice for the Rockies!
Stop Asian hate!
Stop Asian hate! Justice for the Rockies!
Stop Asian hate!
Stop Asian hate!
The people united
will never be defeated!
The people united
will never be defeated.
Justice for the Roques!
Justice for the Roques!
Justice for the Roques!
Justice for the Roques!
This has been another exciting episode here on Pinay Insight, brought to you by a grant from the California State Library in collaboration with the Burlington Community Services and Housing Development. I'm your host, Thelma Suga, and we'll see you next week.